Herkese merhaba arkadaşlar. İntikam Deliverance II. Aldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz.
Everything is settled between us, and we're gonna act like nothing happened, then you're mistaken.
Sir?
You were going to have me executed a short while ago. I expect a proper apology.
Then please accept my apology once more, sir. But given the circumstances...
Given the circumstance? What circumstances?
Sir, poaching is a capital offence.
And are you the king? That you can hand down death sentences? No, you are not. What's more, you had plenty of reasons to realise it wasn't a good idea.
Sir, I could not have realised that.
You couldn't have realised? Yes, you could, but then you wouldn't have been able to play the Lord and stage private executions.
Sir, once more I apologise. And now, please allow me to show you to your quarters.
I wouldn't dream of inconveniencing you. I'll find my quarters by myself. Henry, once you're done with that annoying fool, get your horse and we'll meet at the gate.
Well, it seems Lord Capon will not be requiring my services anymore today.
Please excuse him. He's been through a lot, as I'm sure you understand.
It is understandable, of course. I was just hoping that our relationship would be a bit warmer after that, regrettable misunderstanding. Nevertheless, welcome to Trusky, the finest and biggest castle you shall ever see. Rumor has it that the castle was built on the jaws of hell, and that we're sometimes plagued by demons here. But don't believe a word of it. It's just idle talk to excuse the servants' laziness and incompetence. It's demanding enough keeping everything here running smoothly without any of that. It requires a man of exceptional qualities and talents. By the way, this place is a maze for strangers. It's very easy to get lost.
So, have you got any ideas? Well, if I did, I wouldn't leave it till the last moment this year.
The jail cells are down there. But I believe you are already fairly well acquainted with that part of the castle, aren't you?
All too well, thanks.
Here it is. You'll find a bed inside, opposite the door, and a chest where we put your belongings. You'll find some new clothing there, a little gift from our gracious Lord.
Askeri kılıç. Ben de kırmızı giyinim bari.
Don't cause any trouble, got it?
Şimdik.
God bless. I'll have a look.
Neyim var bana tek tek ver. Hiçbir de benimkini geçemiyor mu? İyi. İlan ben bayağı şey almışım. Kendime bir tane şey yapacağım ya. Şövalye. Maymuncuk dağlak.
I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
Reis Yama ile konuşalım. Gaz geri.
The Lord be with you. What do you...
I'm here for some horse tack. I hear you have...
Well, you got out of jail yesterday, and today you've got a horse. Fuck, I bet you're fucking things up for me and making a mess. And I don't want to get a whipping on your account. I've got the tack ready, but I've been ordered to... So kindly take a look at him in the stable here and tell me if you want... God be with you, good sir.
Ringa 260. Sen 440. Bizim zaten fındırık.
I took a look at Herring.
And?
I'll take him.
Good. He ain't the fastest, but he'll work his little heart out, and he'll keep going for fucking an honest stock, too. I've heard that wind is blowing from...
There are nomads around here.
Aye. I hear their camp is somewhere in the rocks by Rock Tower Pond. They've got horses there. God knows how they can...
Oh, useful to know. So I can avoid...
Well, let's not forget about your horse. He's there in the stables, so go and get him.
Well, I know the basics.
That's wise. The first thing is, pet him now and again. Actually, once you... He won't try... And horse trot...
All right.
Biliyoruz
And of
kardeş,
course,
biliyoruz.
you can...
Sure.
Take care, sir.
Onları biliyoruz, sıkıntı yok.
I'm glad you're here. I needed to catch a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to here with that Chamberlain.
Ah, fuck him. We're here on account of von Berghoff. I have a feeling he won't be giving him a pat on the back either for the way he treated us.
I suppose you're right. But I won't be fucking humiliated. A jump-top tosser like that is...
I agree. Although, the Lord of...
Look, I know I behaved like...
happens to the best of us. But you can... We had a disagreement, that's all. Who doesn't sometimes?
Thank you, Henry.
I'm glad to have you as my page. You know, Hannah should sign, but now I wouldn't want anyone else by my side.
And you have my word as a blacksmith that I'll stand by you. Even if...
Then your word must be as firm as... But I take my promises seriously too. And since I made a promise to Bożena...
You're right.
Therefore, I entrust you with that. On behalf of both, give her our sincerest thanks, along with this. That ought to repay our debt royally.
Your wish is my command, sir.
As soon as we get back from Nabokov. It's high time we set out so we can get back before nightfall.
I'm ready.
Let's mount up then.
Up. Hatta git. Hatta bunlar var.
This could come in handy. Mine. Christ wounds, mind where you're going.
It's nice to be out under the open sky. I was feeling really cramped in those gloomy corridors up there. But I can't deny, this is a real fucking castle. I've never seen anything like it before. TÜRKÇE is just a little fortress in comparison. Von Berghoff certainly knows how to make an impression.
That's true. Von Berghoff must be loaded.
I expect the office of the Royal Chamberlain is a nice earner. Or maybe he shits gold ingots. Fuck. This place makes me feel queasy. Memento mori. I could have croaked it. I've gone off to join my old man in eternity. God rest his soul. And he'd ask me, "So, son, what great deeds have you achieved in life?" And I'd have to tell him, "Well, Pa, I fucked everything up royally, and then they had me for poaching." Christ on a stick. I can't have that. When I go to the next life, I need to have something better to tell. A whole lot better.
Well, you'll be telling him how you put a stop to the war in the land, saved King Wenceslas, and brought peace to the people.
Doesn't sound too shabby. I mean, how to actually achieve it.
Hans Capone.
I need to get my mind around things and get the feeling I'm living. Let's really spur these horses on, eh? What'd you say?
How can I refuse you anything?
There's a junction beyond Truskowitz with a roadside chapel. Whoever reaches it first wins. So, get ready, forward!
Go!
Benim at niye hızlı gitmiyor ya?
Quick! Go! Ka! Ow! Ka! Ja! Come here.
Christ, yeah! Oh, I needed that. My head feels a lot clearer now.
I'm glad to hear it.
Thanks for riding with me, old pal.
I think nothing of it. But watch out next time. I won't.
You never give up. That's what I like.
So,
Like I say, I can see everything clearer now. And the thing that's clearest to me is I'm the Lord of fucking Perkstein. Let everyone know who they have the honor of addressing.
I'm with you on that, noble sir.
Splendid. So, forward to Nabokov. The sooner we get that out of the way, the sooner we can finally start dealing with more important matters.
Hans Capone. Hans Capone.
I'm glad you feel better.
So am I, my friend. So am I. We still have lots to do before we go back to Ratai. And I was afraid, you know, that I'd fuck it up. And I almost did. But I'm not afraid anymore. Now I see it as an opportunity and a challenge. Any old fool can manage simple tasks. But hard ones, they require a man like Sir Hans Capon of Leipa and Perkstein.
And Henry of Skalitz.
Aye, he faces the hardest tasks of all.
I was thinking about our mission. What do you think of our prospects with von Berghoff?
Well, we haven't got off to the best start, have we? But I'll do everything in my power to... Hanush, Radzig and Yops are depending on us. If they thought it was a lost cause, they wouldn't have sent me. They'd have said, you know...
Konuşma sesi gelmiyor ki ya.
That's diplomacy in a nutshell. If you're serious about something, you send someone important to add gravity and show respect.
You didn't answer my question.
I did. You just didn't realize. All right, I'll explain. According to what Hannah told me before we set out, von Bergov is no fool. Quite the opposite. Persuading him won't be easy. We have to show him he has more to gain than to lose with us.
This shouldn't be about trade-offs. Sigismund is a usurper who's harming our land. Wenceslas is the true king, and siding with him is a matter of honor.
I agree, Henry. But as you can see, half the Bohemians' nobles don't. More than half, actually. They either see Sigismund as an opportunity, or they're simply fearful and will side with the one who has the upper hand. They'll be holed up on their estate, waiting for the storm to blow over without them having to lift a finger. We have to show them we have the upper hand. It doesn't matter if they side with us out of fear or honor. They just have to side with us. And von Bergov is just the man we need. As soon as we get his support, the majority will follow. Because some nobles will simply do whatever von Bergov does. They will think he's a genius. The Bakov's not far now. The forces stand on the
Ne yapıyorsun oğlum? Kafayı yedi ya.
We'll give the horses a gallop again.
Nebakov Kalesi.
Fortress. I like the way it's concealed. Nicely situated on an outcrop, with a mighty tower and only one approach road. Easy to defend with a view.
Hemen hızlı ya hadi. Heh.
So, we're here. What now, Sir Hans?
Now, I expect someone will come to greet us. And hopefully not like they did in Trotsky.
Hey, so Yaromir don't receive visitors. You'll have to leave.
I beg your pardon. See to it that he receives me immediately.
Can't be done. Sorry about that.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Lipa, and I am here with a message from Lord von Bergov. So get to it. And if you keep me waiting here much longer, you'll be sorry.
Please be patient for a while, sir.
My word. You got a sharp tongue sometimes. But what if he won't receive us?
He will. Just wait and see.
Come along. Sir Yaromir will be here any moment.
See?
The Lord Jesus Christ be praised.
Forever and ever.
Please excuse our precautions, gentlemen. These are evil times. Well then, Yaromir of Nabokov at your service. And whom do I have the honor of welcoming to my humble seat?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I am honored, Sir Yaromir. Sir Otto von Bergov asked me to convey to you his cordial greetings, and to parley with you in the matter of the security of this domain.
Certainly, certainly. These are troubled times indeed. Please accept my hospitality, sir. You're surely thirsty after your journey, and you'll have greater comfort in the tower.
An excellent idea. If I may ask that our horses may not be neglected either.
Pelzel, you heard his lordship.
But I've already got 15 animals to deal with. Why doesn't Hurtle do it?
Hurtle has other duties. Stop griping and get to it.
15 horses? My word, sir. You must be doing all right for yourself.
Not entirely. But fortune smiled on me for once at least.
On me too, one could say. I suppose she's doing the rounds in these parts. So, tell me, sir, how did you achieve what you have?
Well, it's a long, complicated story. But I'm guessing von Berkhoff didn't send you here to find out how well off I am. Or did he?
No, he didn't. I apologize, Sir Jaromir. So, let's proceed to the real reason he sent us. Henry, be prepared. I won't keep Sir Jaromir very long.
Certainly.
Michael, you take Henry here under your wing and make sure he's well taken care of.
Certainly. Henry, eh? Michael's my name, and I welcome you to our little place. It's not the fanciest fortress ever, but you know, I like it here. It serves us well. How was your journey? All good?
Aye. Lovely country. A feast for the eyes.
Well, that's nice to hear, especially from someone from far-off parts. But I must say, my throat is dry. And maybe yours too, eh? Come along with me. We'll soon fix that.
Okay, I will work.
As I said, the fortress may be small, but the work never stops. Right now, we'll repair... Good day. Is that me and my...
Henry. How's...
We just...
Don't tell me, folks.
And if you...
Hold on.
What?
All right.
Aye.
You said...
Aye, the poor... Oh, he does... He be... Have you got...
I have...
Iron... What's he...
Brave. And what's your...
My lot. I reckon... See you later.
Nalbantlığa başla deyince. Diğerlerini yapamıyorsun hadi. Ha, daha şey yap. Doğru ya. Dobri. Bunlar niye böyle? Buraları tamir edin lan.
You came with that Lord of Light, won't you even?
Henry.
Oh, I'm Clara.
My sword is at your service.
Blimey. No one's ever said anything. But it's not your sword I need so much as... I have to go and get fresh herbs for our sick folks. It's not far. And if you tell me about your
I will be only too happy.
Comely. Come on then. Let's go. If I don't get back, shall we go?
Fuck me.
Our little fortress doesn't impress you much, I suppose. You must be used to real castles. Actually, that's why I'm so pleased you're here. A bit of excitement at last. Tell me more about Night. Or better still, about yourself. Where have you been? What have you seen?
All right then. Some time ago, my native region, far from here, was plagued by a gang of bandits. I tracked them, and it wasn't easy, until I found their secret stronghold in an abandoned village. A battle broke out. I fought my way to the loft of a run-down church. There, I found their leader and killed him in a duel.
You really aren't any run-of-the-mill man-at-arms. At least I have nothing to fear when I'm with you. Tell me more, please.
And now that you mention castles, I conquered one once. The enemy took it by a ruse, and we couldn't let that go unanswered. I found a great scholar and got him to build us a trebuchet, and we bombarded the castle. They didn't surrender, so brute force was required. Smash down the gate, ladders up to the ramparts, and so on.
Aye, when brains fall short, brawn has to step in. Thank you for telling me your stories. It's nothing like my life. I just catch up the lads when they come back cut up and bruised, like last time. But I have other talents too.
Hızlı, hadi hızlı.
Horses here, more in the stables, and a big corral with even more outside the village. That's a lot more than I'd expect here. I wonder where Lord Nebat got them all. Maybe that Pelzer will know.
This really is a lovely... If it was up to me, I'd just lie down in the grass.
Why not?
I have to gather herbs to treat the wounded. When the ointments and concoctions, and if his lordship found out I was dawdling...
Does Sir Yaramir treat you badly?
Not at all. He's a good master. Still, now you're here, you can help me with those herbs.
For dawdling?
Maybe I'll tell you some stories in return.
Sure. I'll be glad to have...
I need marigold. A lot of it, ideally. Then poppy. It all grows in the glade here, but...
All right.
Thank you.
I've got everything.
Wonderful. Thanks.
You promised you'd tell me something.
I will. Don't worry. But first I want to show you something. Hurry.
Nereye getiriyorsun kız bizi?
It happened. Just watch where you're going next time.
Now tell me what's so important that you couldn't tell me back.
I wanted to give you a...
A riddle?
You'll know soon enough. I bloom in silence, a petal's grace, a delicate charm in a hidden place, a whispered scent, a subtle ploy. What am I, elusive and coy? Solve this riddle, unlock.
The only petal I see here is called Clara.
The right answer. And now for your reward. I hope they didn't hear us in the fortress. People wouldn't half talk. If you're as good as that on the battlefield, may God have mercy on your enemies.
I'm not so considerate on the battlefield, because as a true knight, I must do everything I can for a damsel in distress.
You'll soon be a begging knight if you carry on like that.
What do you mean?
Well, I can grind the seeds and the like, but not every damsel in distress knows the recipe.
Should we stay a while longer?
No, up you get. I've got enough herb. Pass me my clothes, please.
Sure.
Farewell for now, Henry, and thanks for your help.
Oh mis gibi. Of. Saç stilinden de hoşlanmadım da neyse.
Good day to you.
Lovely horses you have here.
Aye. Right.
There must be more of them than men in the fortress. That many...
That's right, sir.
What stroke of luck was that?
Look, this is noble's business.
So there is something dodgy about it.
Bollocks! It's all above board. Why not do something for your own lord's honour instead of insulting my lord's honour? We sometimes have this little race. You've got a horse, so you can show us your...
I'll show you, provided you tell me the truth.
All right. The race is from here to Nabokov Mill. That's down the path of the mill. There's this granary in front of the dike, and behind that, a willow tree. You go between the granary and the willow. You'll be taking on Hurtle. He's our best horseman, so none of us can beat him. But if you manage to, fuck it. I'll give you one of our
That's fair.
Great. I'll call Hurtle, and you can...
Hadi bakalım. Oğlum benim at hızlı gitmiyor ki ya. Yok baba benim at hızlı gitmiyor ya. Mal mısın? Nereye gidiyorsun? Aman oğlum. Lan geçeceğim hadi lan. Ya bu at niye hızlı gitmiyor ya? Sen hızlı gitmiyor at ya. Buna budumun atı ya. Hız 40. Benim diğer at neymiş? Bana hız lazım. Hız. Ne oluyor ya? Uğraşamam şimdi ya.
Well, but I reckon you could beat him. Getting away from his guard duty.
I want to hear about the horses. The race was nice.
Well, if you won't take no... Well, lucky for him, but not so lucky for others. We came across a bunch of a couple of our lads, didn't... And we took their horse.
I see. Take good care of those.
I will. And if you don't have a sore ass from the saddle, we can have another... Getting away from... Hurtle was first. Bad luck, sir.
What does that Pelzel eat? His breath stinks.
This could come in here.
Bana koyayım ya, nasıl yenildik lan? Ne oluyor kafam?
I've got this pretty pilgrim's badge. If you ain't chicken.
I hear you're a keen dog.
You heard damn all that traveling. Take the weight off.
I'd like to play.
What game would...
Nice, as it should be.
Let's play.
I'm seriously curious about you, lad.
Da 5 600 yapıyor. Tamam. Bir kalalım.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you.
Puanla rozet kullanma.
So that's your plan, is it?
Henry, a word with you.
Oha amına koyayım be.
Damn it! They're yours, lad. if you think it'll help you.
Ya şansını sikeyim ya. Abi yok artık ya.
Finished. Your turn.
Heh. Geri aldık. Geri alalım. Hadi oğlum. Ver. Ağzına sıçayım. Ay birine koysan oğlum birileri de ha.
My God,
Bak, ne
I'm
puan
done.
aldı ya. Altı altı şu 2-2. Abicim 6-6-2-2 işte ya.
Have you lost your mind? You're gonna lose everything.
Bu ya. Hı. Ya bir siktir git ya. Adamın hep 5 geliyor ya. Hani 3 var.
You must have a lucky horseshoe up your ass.
Tamam.
Next time I'll be more careful around you. Kurva. To
Yeter.
hell with the
Ne kazandık? Çok kazanmadık herhalde yani. Bunları ata nasıl koyuyoruz onu anlayamıyorum işte. Ata git dediğinde Neyse.
Henry, a word with you. I heard Lord von Berghoff himself sent you. So, what has he...
That's for their lordships to know.
Aye. No one tells us commoners, but you must have heard something. You know how it goes.
Well, if you ask me, von Berghoff wants to strike...
Now you're talking. It's about time. They've been causing trouble around these parts as well. How many men does Lord...
It seems to me he has plenty.
Well, that sounds like a force. I bet my left nut Lord Jaromir will send me. Tell me one thing. Why didn't von Berghoff send one of his own instead of some lord...
I suppose he wanted to show respect to Lord Jaromir.
Ah, the way of the nobles. Not to your master, Lord Capon of Perkstein.
One of the most significant in the king...
Well, you're lucky you're with him. Look who I'm, sir. And you're his, what, page?
His escort. I give advice when he asks for it.
Fair enough. I get it. I used to travel with Lord Jaromir.
Lord Capon is...
Well, I envy you a bit. But hey, we've had a nice chat. It's since you've got time to kill, and me too. We can do something dignified. We'll clash arms for the glory of our masters. You for yours, me for mine.
I accept your offer. I'd fight for...
Then you're the right man in the right place.
I'm sorry, but your lord is ready to leave, and he looks pretty impatient. Shouldn't you join him? I don't want to be impolite, but you shouldn't keep your lord waiting.
Hemen geliyorum.
Your place is by your lord's side, and
Lord nerede oğlum?
don't you think? I'm sorry, but your lord is ready to leave, and he looks pretty impatient. Shouldn't you join him?
Oraya nereden gideceğim lan?
It's by your lord's side, and not...
Excellent! My favorite retainer and the mission is fulfilled. It was a good meeting. In fact, and he promised to send some men to help Lord von Berghoff, of course. So we got what we... What about you?
I had a great... I played dice with the locals.
It's not the kind of thing I'd put in a report to Hanush, but now back to our duties.
I agree.
Oh, this place again. Oh, it makes my blood run cold. But it's good we're back safe. We'll pass on Sir Jaromiri's messages to Lord von Berghoff, and our work...
Of course.
Tamam oğlum biliyoruz.
Welcome back, Sir Henry.
Greetings.
I'm glad you got back. Now let's get Lord Capon. What news do you bring from Sir...
First of all, Sir Jaromir sends his respectful greetings, sir. He was most troubled by the news about the ambush on your company. He promised 2 armored horsemen and 3 infantry bowmen.
Roughly what I expected. The reserves are being assembled, and we'll soon have a strong enough force to...
But Lord Nebak had a lot more men in his fortress.
That's true. I discussed that with him. He insisted he couldn't send more men. He needed a garrison capable...
The fortress is on an outcrop with one approach road, and pretty well fortified. It could be held by 5 men with one arm tied behind their backs, unless they're vastly outnumbered.
That's probably true, but some of the men you saw there aren't his own. They're hired mercenaries, and the contract he signed with them binds them to protect the fortress and the surrounding area. If he were to send them out into the field, he'd have to pay extra. And he can't, so he's sending his own armed men, who are his to use as he sees fit.
Nebag has hired mercenaries, does he?
Around a dozen would be my...
Interesting. Very interesting. Thank you, gentlemen, for this. But we haven't been idle either. We caught one of those bastards.
What?
A stroke of luck, more than anything. He's on...
And? Did you get...
It turns out he's a tough nut to crack.
What about torch?
That is just it. The men are superstitious. They say unclean work fits only, so they just beat him a little. But a bastard certainly knows.
Damn!
I thought you might also be interested in what he knows. I don't know what you think about such superstitions. But if you want to try and get something out, make him tell you where his gang hides out, and I will be in your debt.
That's an offer that's... I have a whole list of questions for that scoundrel, and superstitions mean nothing to me.
All the instruments you need are right there. Make him...
I'm surprised how tender-hearted your men are. Especially... But I haven't forgotten. We'll get it out.
I'm glad you have already surprised me once or twice. So I'm interested to see if... And if not, I shall just hang the bastard. Nevertheless, while we are dealing with nuisances, something that might put us on the...
I'm afraid I can't help you there. While you were away, I spent my time, hunting. And...
I don't know of anything that should concern...
Now, to my personal bodyguard, Lord Bartosz, also known as Black Bartosz. So if you want to take your mind off things or fancy some training, you will most likely find him at the sword-fighting arena in the out. That is all.
Evet dostlar, videoyu burada sonlandırıyorum. Bir sonraki görevlerimizde görüşmek üzere. Şimdilik kendinize iyi bakın, sağlıcakla kalın.